There are move makers in Southwest Florida that need to be recognized and deserve the spotlight. Hello, my friends. Welcome to another edition of Agents in the Trenches. Southwest Florida is a unique area. It is a paradise of Florida, and we're still a very hidden gem. And today I am going to be showcasing some of our Southwest Florida move makers that are making a difference. So if you are someone that is out there being consistent, being committed, if you're staying in the field, in the trenches, day in and day out, despite the news, despite what people are saying, despite all the challenges that we may be facing, and no matter what the interest rates are, then this episode is especially for you. My friends, today I have the honor and the privilege of bringing two leaders of our Collier County, Naples, Florida, Southwest Florida marketplace. And let me tell you what I've been doing for the last 75 weeks. I've decided to create connections. I decided to go beyond the hustle of being a broker, an organization leader, a multiplex of company owner. And I said, I'm going to set out to build community. Community is something that we need now more than ever. After the pandemic, after everyone became separated, after so many people have been out there like a silo, solo agents, it is now time to understand that community is our new currency. And that is why Agents in the Trenches, week after week, continues to bring together conversations, connections that keep the community moving forward. Throughout all of Southwest Florida, you may have heard of the top 500, the top 100, but you know what? All these people began somewhere, and today they're continuing to move the needle. That's why this episode is very special. We're going to have a behind the desk conversation with two incredible leaders, each one doing what they do in a very different way. And that is exactly what makes us more powerful. That is exactly what makes working together bigger, better, and bolder. It is a new season in real estate. I am totally convinced that we must open our mind and open our mindsets and our skill sets and our heart sets to understanding that it is not business as usual. It is no longer business as usual. We have entered a new generation of business, a new generation where technology is changing now more than ever, where the digital era has, come at us like a tsunami, where every day things are changing faster than ever before. And we must stay at the forefront of this wave because it is a wave that we are experiencing. So people and friends and colleagues like the ones that I am about to present are the ones that make what I do so pleasurable. People that are always willing to come from contribution, collaboration. There are people that are not out there just working day in and day out, but they are making a difference. So I'd like to bring first and foremost to the stage my friend Tim Loos. I want to tell you a little story about Tim Loos as he joins us. I met him in 2023 when I was serving at NAREP Naples. He was part of the board, and ever since then, he is the most friendliest, most generous, most just pleasurable person that you can meet. So welcome, Tim. How are you today?
I'm excellent. I woke up today, so that's wonderful, right?
Yes.
Giving thanks every day. I always say thank you, God, for giving me way more than I deserve, and I do it with my kids. Kids and God are my most important, and then after that's everything else. I think that's maybe real estate falls in there.
That's awesome. Well, Tim, I know that you do a lot of different things. You are the leader of the Tim Loos Signature Group. You have really risen up as a tremendous leader. You're a huge connector. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Gee, that's going to take a long, long time. I lived in a lot of places. I I grew up a poor white boy in a small town in southeast Missouri on the Mississippi River. I used to put shoe glue in the holes of my tennis shoes, But I just did that. I was driven to succeed. I was salutatorian of my high school class at Notre Dame High School. Went to college in Missouri, London, Hawaii. Lived in Hawaii 20 years. Eventually started and grew the largest independent property damage business in Hawaii. My oldest daughter is Hawaiian, a lawyer, 25.
Wow.
Got divorced, married a Colombian. I don't know what happened there, but uh, and I moved to San Francisco. Loved it there. 12 years. Started multiple businesses, rental business, corporate housing business. Got into doing short sales. I was a realtor. Started being a realtor in 2009, and just did a lot. Working 80 hours a week, running my health, eating fast food, and now I'm just trying to get healthy. I'm trying. Uh, Eventually moved to Miami, flipped houses. Um, my ex-wife did me a favor, traded me in. So went to Naples. I love Naples. I go back and forth, get my kids all the time, and have just done a lot of stuff in Naples, as you know, networking, right? I run a networking group. Couple of boards, as you mentioned, NAREP, involved with Women's Council, realtors. I was on 4 committees at NABOR last year, this year, 2 committees, and I got my Tim Lowe signature group. And so all that stuff keeps me very, very busy. We do lots of networking. I'm always trying to connect people. As you know, the most important is connecting other people. I'm old. I'm 61. I want to build my team, eventually turn it over to my team, stay with the team, but go back and travel the world to work on my health and try to get off 3 blood pressure medicines.
Okay, so you're a busy guy, and one of the things that I admire about you the most, and by the way, for those of you that are connected, go ahead and share this live. Let's get the audience growing. Put it on your groups, put it on your chats, because it's going to be a wonderful conversation. So you are doing a lot of things, Tim, and one of the biggest things that I see that you did, I think last year you started a group on WhatsApp, and it has grown to hundreds of real estate agents. So the part that I like about you the most, I like a lot of things, but the most is how you come from a spirit of collaboration. Like, you promote other realtors, you promote other people, other team leaders. You're always connecting people. Where does that essence come from? Because we live in a very competitive, arena, and most people don't like to share. Not everyone, but there's a lot of people that don't like to share. But you're always promoting somebody else. Where does that essence come from?
Well, I talk about this a lot. If you know me, from my mom taught me to always give back, to volunteer, to help other people. She loved everybody. She hugged everybody. If you would have met her, anybody, she'd give you a big hug. And she's very inclusive. She taught me that, to be inclusive with everybody. That's my key. I'm always emphasizing to be inclusive with people. I'm very down to earth and very giving back. I was up for a Humanitarian of the Year award last year in NABOR. That doesn't really mean a lot. I'm not looking for the award, but I lead Habitat for Humanity for NABOR. I'm involved in my church groups. We do coats for kids and a lot of different stuff. I like doing that. Real estate. Don't take the. I used to love real estate and like God. Now I love God and like real estate. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna work 80 hours a week like I used to, right? Because I'm gonna be 62. I deserve to relax, right? I already did it.
Yeah.
But leave it to young people like Maya and you. And everybody else. That's why I'm trying to help other people. I'm a networking group. I'm always introducing people. My friend Ibrahim, if he's with me, I say, hey, Ibrahim Sean has a smart home technology company. I'm always trying to connect people. People say I'm the connector and the networking king. I'm trying to cut back on some of the networking groups. I'm doing too much, trying to work on my health and get off some of those 3 blood pressure medicines. And
okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, listen, we also have someone else that's going to be joining us next. And this wonderful real estate professional, we're going to bring up Maya. Maya is someone that is, like I am, an immigrant into this country, but she has definitely made a mark Welcome, Maya. It is so good to see you here directly from Naples. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you, Lucy. Nice to see you, team. Great morning. Thank you
Maya.
for inviting. Wonderful morning. It's great. Naples is paradise. Blessed to live in this beautiful city. Like he says, enjoying, my kids. Work today, few appointments. And I said, its market is moving. It's a great sign. So,
Yeah.
mood. Yeah, we need to stay positive and just work hard and consistency, like you said. I love that word. Consistency is key word.
Yes. So, Maya, how long ago did you come to the United States?
2011. That this year, yes. I immigrated to United States with my dream, with zero English, and started from scratch with little kids. The, my
What is your native country?
So my last country I lived in Central Asia, Uzbekistan. So that's a unique, it's a Silk Road. It's not so many people know about this. It's Central Asia, Silk Road. It's a mix of cultures. And
Okay.
actually, you know what, guys? Today the soccer game. So Uzbekistan plays with Portugal. So
Mm,
this is first time this country in a World Cup, and they play with
wow,
Colombia last week, and today is Portugal. So a
nice.
country, yes.
So you came directly to Naples? Did you arrive directly to Naples?
In New York, of course, New York, less than a month, and then we moved to Naples. Yes, and
And
Naples since 2011, it's my home. It's really, truly, it's a home.
I love it. And so you got into real estate how long ago in Naples?
2018. Since 2018, I'm in real estate, and it's been part time in beginning 2 years, and then COVID happened. Those unicorn years, and 2021, it's full time, like a full
Wow.
time, and more than full time. It's like almost it's
All the time.
yes, all the time. Mhm.
So let's jump into the real world of
Mhm.
doing what you guys do, right? Because Agents in the Trenches is a podcast that every week we come and we bring the real, the raw, the realities of real estate and beyond, right? Real estate moves the economy. Wherever you go, real estate is always the engine that moves the economy. If real estate is doing great, everybody else is doing great. If real estate is challenging, everybody feels a challenge. So let's get behind the desk.
Mhm.
What would you say have been the biggest two challenges that you have faced in the last 12 months that you can identify in your particular business? We'll kick it off with you, Tim.
Well, I do a lot in Olay. Some people say I'm Mr. Olay, lately that area. Maya does it all over the world. So one day I'll be as big as Maya, right? But so for here, we're condo townhouses, and I know everybody here. I go to the meetings, board meetings, play pickleball, swim, walk my dog. So I've been here for 8 years. For here, prices are down about 25, 35%. And I thought we were at the bottom, but they're still going down. And it's just educating the homeowners because they want to a lot of times price it too high, and maybe they don't listen to me. And then you're stuck because the price is going down. I thought we're at the bottom. I think it's a mixed market because we're condos. Some areas I think are picking up. And the second challenge would be just running my new team. So a lot of new team people and just getting them on board. We do a lot of expired listings, and just I never had a team before. It's my first team, so that's
Good for
fun,
you.
exciting, takes a lot of work.
For you.
But
Okay, so the challenge that you're seeing, just for everyone that's watching, you're seeing, the sellers are still thinking it's, 2021, 2022, or 2023. And things have, they've come down. I mean, it's not a crash, but, it has come down. 20% is a significant amount. So that, and then launching your first team, which actually I think is awesome because I mean, you need to leverage multiple talents and multiple, skills to be able to stay ahead of this wave. So, Maya, how about for you? In the last 12 months, what have you identified as your two biggest challenges in running your business?
Thank you. Well, last 12 months, what I can see, and we all know, well, let's start from that. I used to be mostly, I used to help mostly buyers. Again, during the, 2020, 2021, 22, it was mostly, I was helping buyers. I was almost like a buyer's agent, right? And then, well, for last 2 years, 3 years, things changed, right? So I realized that I'm now more listing agent. So
Mm,
yes, because and here's the thing, like we live in Naples, Florida. It's little different, it's a little different than other areas, right? It's market is still is I can say it's the really it's a great, but it's moving, it's selling.
mhm,
What I see in last 12 months, yes, you're right about some sellers. They still unrealistically they expecting, that especially condo. So condo sales, they're really they're slow now, and those assessment thing that insurance in that all the condos. I like Tim mentioned, I sell not only in Naples, I sell in Marco Island, in Cape Coral, in Fort Myers, and Bonita, so all Southwest Florida, and I can see differences in different parts of Florida, like single family homes, they're still selling. Now most buyers they would like to get the single family homes with no HOA. So those homes they're selling quick. The condo sales again they're slow.
mm,
Like a waterfront, beachfront, which used to be hot sale top, a little bit, it's a little slow. So average days on the market, we have a neighbor report like we can compare and we can see the so how many days on the market. So as the agents from beginning, we need to educate our sellers when before we getting listings. So my strategy is not, I used to be exciting, okay, I'm getting a listing. It doesn't matter what Mr. Seller says to me. Okay, let's say comp stay around 500, Mr. Seller wants 700. In beginning, of course, we exciting, okay, let's try, right? I'm not
mhm,
doing more that. So we
right,
realistically, I'm just giving, it's okay. Sometimes it's better, it's your time, and if Mr. Seller gonna listen you, then and I can see that in my sales when if it's from beginning, if it's priced correctly, and marketing like Tim likes, the Lucy likes price marketing strategy. That's those are key, and location, of course, right? Then
mhm,
sell, but don't promise your sellers, don't promise them then you can sell. Just do that's what I do. It's my, like I'm doing, let's say my seller is not really it's a mere meeting in the middle, but my strategy, I'm telling them, okay, if 2 weeks I don't have any showings, or in 1 month we don't have any showings or any offers, then we need to talk about price. And listings now, I mean, my listings are moving. I mean, I can't complain, things got buyers a little bit. So another challenge we see now in Nick, I mean the team and Lucy, you see that too. Most buyers now they're a little bit they're careful because of the interest rate, because of the, I know, everything, economy, political, and they're not. It's they used to, so now plus inventory.
right,
It's a good thing. So we have now in one community it's like 20 homes for sale. It used to be 2 3 homes. So
mhm,
making faster decision now. Some buyers their mistake. Some of the buyers I can see their mistake, and we need to educate them. That's what we are real estate professionals. They thinking that the interest rate going to go down, like we need to wait for the market, and we just need to show them like how much is your rent. Especially I like my first time home buyers, and most
right,
my tenants they become those first time home buyers. They said,
yes,
okay, if you educate them from beginning, right, and
mhm,
connecting right people, right team, your
yes,
more your lenders, your title company, your inspectors, so that's why we're a little bit similar with team. I love connection. I
mhm,
like to build. I'm solo agent. I don't have a team, but I like my team in meaning my title company, my the
right,
lender, at least, and all of them. I need to have three, each of them 3 lenders, 3 title, 3 inspectors, 3. Mhm.
I love that. So everybody that's watching us now, please let us know where you're watching from. We are gathered here. We're having an incredible conversation with two, real estate leaders in the Naples area. Naples and beyond, because like Maya just said, she goes all the way from Marco Island to Cape Coral, Southwest Florida, basically. But both of them have a totally different vantage point perspective. Tim leads a team of real estate agents. So I want to dive a little bit deeper into the heartbeat of a team in today's market. And Maya has a team of industry experts, meaning the title company, the appraisers, or the surveyors, or the lenders, or the home inspectors. So, it's two ways of running a very successful business, but they each bring their own, style, their own framework. So, Tim, I want to ask you this. I remember in 2001 when I launched the Lucy Quinones and Company team, my very first team, and I had no clue what I was doing, but I knew that I wanted to have a team. I knew that I wanted to be very successful, and with two small children, right? And all the other things that come along with being a wife and a mother. I was like, I need help. So we are in a very different market than what most people have known for the last 10 years. Anybody that has been in real estate less than 10 years, this is a very new market. I've been in real estate since the year 2000. I've had the honor, I guess it's an honor, to see all corners of the market, the good, the expansion, the fast growth, the bad, the ugly, the crash. So it gives me an opportunity to be able to relate to so many different arenas of our industry. But let's talk about a new team. What do you see is the biggest obstacle with agents that are part of a team and perhaps they're not where they want to be and they're not where they could be? What do those challenges really look like? Because we really want to go into the realities of the day-to-day of running a team.
Well, as you know, Lucy, it's a lot, right? You got to teach me. I'm still learning every day. So, a lot of new agents, of course, they want lots of training, hold their hand. A lot of times they know nothing, right? It's a lot. So you got to teach them everything. And some of the experienced agents maybe don't need all that. And I have a new agent from Fort Myers that just joined, so I'm expanding up to Fort Myers.
Excellent.
I'm a little lazy to drive there myself because I'm getting old. I'm not young like Maya. Maya's all over the place. I don't know how she does it. I see her everywhere.
Listen. You know what, Tim?
Lucy, you got so much energy. I don't know how you do it. You guys
have a mindset. Tim, it's a mindset. Listen, if we lived in Miami or New York, or if we lived in, California, you would spend 45 minutes in traffic just going 2 miles, right? So it's just a mindset. But, Southwest Florida is such a powerful region. So definitely, I encourage you to just look at it as, hey, it's only 45 minutes, right? But good. I'm glad you have an agent in Fort Myers, and hopefully that'll encourage you to come more to the north end. But tell us more about those struggles. So they need a lot of guidance, right? Well, more than guidance, they need the basic training. They need the fundamental development. What else do you see is some of the challenges that they're facing?
Well, if they're new, they need everything, like where they get their headshots from, where, it's just lots of questions, as you know. And then we all started somewhere. I started 2009 and I was only short sales. So that's all I did, maybe a good niche in San Francisco. But everybody's different. We provide mojo with them. So we do a lot of expired listings. Not everybody does that. Ibrahim does a lot for sell by owners. That's a little challenging. But we focus a lot. We focus a lot on expired listings. So I'm working constantly with them on that. And I'm teaching them how to do it the old-fashioned way. You know,
Mm-hmm.
print it out, get the phone number without using Mojo to target Olay. I can go in Olay, get all the expired listings, and that's where I live, or Naples Reserve, or Hacienda Lakes. Just target different neighborhoods. CRM, working with a CRM that works. Maya probably knows, and like what's a good CRM. And sometimes we switch. Maybe this one wasn't the right one. And
Right.
it's just growing pains. And then I'm incorporating my sons to work for me. My son Timmy, he's
Okay.
he's graduating at UF computer science. So he's right now developing a whole platform
Nice.
to do a lot of stuff for me. And my son Noah is making my AI videos. If you see me as Michael Jackson and all that stuff,
I saw you. I saw you as Elvis Presley the other day.
and that was Presley. That was Noah. So I used to use Sora. So I use a lot of AI stuff for that. I do have a master's degree in marketing. I have three degrees. Nobody really cares. Three business degrees, but marketing is marketing. I think I'm always marketing, and I'm good. Teaching people how to market is one thing too, right? And also just hustle. I used to work 80 hours a week for 25 years. Maybe
Wow.
ruin my health. All I did is work. So I advise people, work a lot, but and I see you, Lucy, working out all the time, and Maya too. Like I didn't really, I just worked. So now it's balance, right?
Right.
Gotta work, gotta exercise, eat right, and try to lose some weight, get that kind of stuff. I
Right.
worked a lot. So it's just advise them from my wealth of knowledge about life. It's not just real estate, about life.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time, choose wisely. I tell them, if they're single, after two divorces, and things like that, life lessons
Life
and
lessons. Okay.
business lessons. How I'm very good in business. I'm great. I started multiple businesses: Hawaii, San Francisco. I was in London, for a foreign country called Miami. Here,
Mhm.
and now just do real estate. It's so simple, right? And some
Right.
days real estate's easy. I think it's so simple. I think Maya does, and you do too. But it's also hard. We got a lot of challenges all the time that show up all the time, and
Yes.
so always just holding their hand. Of we have one now, it's not closing for this reason, that reason. So they're constantly calling me and just helping them um, figure out how to do it properly. I want them to take the lead to learn, but I'm there
Right.
to always help them. And there's always challenges, right, in this business.
Always. Yes. Maya, tell us about how you operate your solo, business, and what are the challenges that you face as a solo agent? Because I mean, you're a top producer. You've been a top producer for many years. You win a lot of beautiful awards from whether it's NABOR recognitions from, different real estate organizations. I love when I see someone that, you know, had probably, I don't know if you feel like me, but, when we come to this country and we're not from here, we're really facing a lot of challenges that we must overcome, right? From assimilating to the language to incorporating ourselves to becoming a somebody when you start out as a nobody. So I love the fact that you are representing the best of what migrating to this country is really meant to do. And just the fact that you joined real estate, not too long ago, but you're out there and I see you being recognized. And I love that. I see you winning awards and I love that. I see you being a top producer, right? And I'm sure there's a lot of challenges that you've had to overcome. And what are some of those in today's market?
Thank you, Lucy. Yes, I agree with you. It was not easy. I mean, just basic from English, right? I couldn't speak English. I was not comfortable even to express. The language barrier was really one of my. I can say it's affected. But then I said, you know what? So what I learned is, first of all, you need to be out of your comfort zone. Okay,
Mhm.
if you want to be just, I if you if you met Maya, let's say 10 years ago, we have passed. I was going through a difficult time. If you met me 10 years ago, it was different person. So now I just told myself, so I was working on myself at educational, I love education. So my consistency in education, those my key words, like I'm using all the time. Work on yourself. It doesn't matter. You can be top of the top producer, or no, I'm not top, I'm just a beginner. So I love to take classes. That's actually helped me with my, even my language, right, with English. So I'm a bookworm. I like to read. I like to I'm not really big. I don't even know how to turn on the TV. My kids are joking, but I am more for books and trainings and classes in person. Not a big fan of online things. So that's helped me a lot. And the yes was not easy. Plus, remember where I moved to Southwest Florida 2011. Um, it took me time to learn about market, about areas, but day by day. And I was solo. I'm still solo agent. I have a transaction coordinators helping me. I'll be honest, I tried to build a team. I tried to get some mentor, people, mentee, to help to grow them. I think my problem is my expectations. I am kind of I'm perfectionist, and maybe my bad side. I need to work. I
You
don't have
mean you
patience.
mean you have high standards?
Yes, that's my
Most
yeah.
people cannot deal with it. It's funny because everybody wants to win, right? Everybody wants to be a
Everyone.
top producer.
Yes, luxury right away, Port Royal listing. I'm saying, guys, please, I can't call myself luxury agent yet, because that's what Naples market is. We're all luxury agents. I mean, yes, but in all these young agents, I see the problem there. Like when I got my license, okay, and I was begging, I was asking all my people I know, real estate agents, please give me open house, give me as much as you can, give me tasks to it, even not from my company, from different, anything, just when I can learn, take me with you. It's okay, I'm gonna spend my day, 2 days, send me to Fort Myers, send me to Cape Coral. I can help you. Let's say someone couldn't, they didn't have conflict time, I said I can go there, open the door, or meet inspectors, right? But that's how I learned. That's how. And now sadly I can see expectations that in market, and those unicorn years, they think, the most young agents, they think it's easy, right? We all top real
Yes.
estate agents, luxury, you're getting expensive car, you're on nice photos and Facebook and Instagram. No, but they don't really want to do open houses, they don't really want to do the, you know
They don't want to work. They don't
yes.
want to work.
So
I have to say this because this is so important. One of the biggest things that everybody, because people from our local market, our national market, and even international market outside of the US are going to watch this episode. And I have to tell you that one of the biggest things that I must mention is when you are in real estate, whether you're like Tim, who is now going through the growing pains of leading a team and wanting to see people succeed and pouring into them and giving them their best and mentoring them and training them and believing in them more than probably they believe in themselves, and dealing with all the excuses. Tim, I know how it is, dealing with the excuses, dealing with the lack of discipline, dealing with the lack of commitment, dealing with the people that say, I want to sell 20 houses a year, but they're not even putting in the work to sell 2 houses a year. So I know that pain. And then also the pain of what you were mentioning, Maya, when you get into real estate and you're willing to do open houses, you're willing to go show property, you're willing to put the time in, and you are doing it for free. Guys, we need to understand both Tim and Maya do what they do for free until hopefully one of the team members has a closing and Tim can get paid. Until hopefully one of the seller's properties or the first time home buyer, closes on a property and then Maya can get paid. People want to make a lot of money, but their work ethic Like you were saying, Maya, I think what happened, because I've been there and I respect you for that. You said, I'm putting too much time into these people and they don't really want it. So I'm just going to put the time into me. I'm going to work hard for me. I'm going to do all the work, because otherwise I'm not going to make it, you know? And so it's two different spectrums. So I want to commend both of you
Mm,
for putting in that hard work, because it's not easy to train people, to build people, and it's not easy to go from Marco Island to Cape Coral. And sometimes the transaction falls apart at the closing table, and sometimes people use you and they never buy from you. Listen, isn't that the truth? What do you want to say in the next 5 minutes that we have together? We'll kick it off with Maya and then Tim.
mhm.
What are some of those real, pain points that you deal with and you just have to continue going forward?
May I start,
Go
please?
ahead, Maya.
I I think for me, what I learned, stop, don't try to sell. Okay, we don't try to sell. Like most people thinks, oh, they as soon as I'm introducing myself, I'm a real estate agent. Oh, she's gonna sell. She's gonna talk about it. No, don't stop. Start. Don't sell. Try to serve. I mean, our job is to serve and be a problem solver. Like as soon
Yes.
as you see, okay, I'm gonna, like, I need someone. I need a, let's say I need some company. I don't know, restoration. Okay, who knows? Let me call to Tim. I know he knows. He knows.
Mhm.
So it need to be when people know. And I have my group. I also have a Russian speaking community group. I build my community group. They also calling me. They know that, okay, Maya can give us answer, right? So when people know you're doing, you're not selling, you're serving. Sales gonna come after, believe me. Sales gonna come naturally after. But genuinely, I it took me time too. Of course, in the beginning, I was, I tried to sell, but then I love to sell. But now I'm just, for me is, if I feel that and I see that I help someone, with just, I don't, it's a, oh, roof is leaking. I need right now. It's middle, nighttime, or AC is not working. They know they. I got. It was last year. The lady called me and she says she closed the home. Was her agent. Agent is not picking up the phone. She says, Maya, I know you have a AC companies. Can you give it to me? Can you?
Wow.
I had a buyer was working with a buyer's agent, and I was a listing agent. It was like 4 years ago. And after closing, he was from Wisconsin. He didn't know anything. He didn't know where to call, how to connect, FPL things, everything. He says, my agent is absolutely, he's not, he's ignoring me. What I need to do. So I just
Wow.
said, okay, I'll do it. And guess what? In 2 years, and I helped him. I connected. I found him a movers. I found him a cleaners. I mean, painters, and I did that just because, like we all do, just. In 2 years, he's calling me. He says, "Hey, I want to buy another property and sell this one." So it's.
Mm,
He said, "You know what? I didn't even call my agent. I'm calling you because
nice.
well, that's it's. Don't sell, serve, and be a problem solver. That's what my advice."
Nice. Nice. How about you, Tim? What are some of those pain points that, you have to push through?
Well, I agree with Maya. We're not selling, we're solving problems. And I run a networking group, and there's 11 teams. We have 200 business owners on those teams. So a wealth of connections there, home inspectors, everybody, AC. It really helps that to get connected and have a good team behind you and good people. This stage of my life, I want less people in my life, just good people. So we always want to find the good people and the ones that work with, like Maya works with certain ones that, oh, you do, Lucy, too. And so you have to build that. I think every generation is different. I deliver newspapers from age 6 to 16 in the freezing rain, snow,
Wow.
and sleet in Missouri. That's why I'm here in Naples, in
Mm,
Florida. I mow lawns at age 8, 9, 10. Lawnmowers turning over on the hill, probably lucky to be alive. But we worked hard. That was our time, right? And it seems like today, I have wonderful kids, but they're very spoiled.
haha.
Yeah, but they will work hard at the technology, something they like, but they don't help me with dishes. They'll help with that. And it's a struggle with guys. I think commitment, maybe the younger people. I think we have to learn how to, deal with them and their generation because it's different. What's important to them, and they do work hard. We got some rock stars in my office, Alberto, Jose, a lot of young people there in my office. If you know them, Alberto has like 13, 14 listings, 23 years old. So we got a lot of people working hard, and
Right.
it's just maybe learning how to, our generation is different, what motivates them and how to work with them. And my business, I'm a very good business owner and maybe not the best realtor, I say, but I shouldn't say that. But I started multiple businesses, and we got to run it like a business. So in business, one thing I always say, and I teach them, you got to be on time. I'm always on time for my clients. In my real
Yes.
life, I'm a Latino. I'm always late, right? I'm on Latino time. I'm on Hawaiian time. I lived in Hawaii for 20 years. I'm late a lot, but in business, you can't be late. You can be on time, and don't in there. I never joke around. I'm always serious in business. In my personal life, maybe I joke around a little bit, but you gotta be serious and be on time, and treat the customers fairly and work hard. And people, I get a lot of repeat business because I just take care of my clients, and
Yes.
wealth of knowledge. I know everything about LA, and I'm the best. I feel like I'm the best negotiator for them. If and for my buyer, I try to do the best for them. For my seller, I try to do the best for them.
Well,
It's
listen, you guys are definitely doing something right, and I want to commend the both of you. I'm super happy that you guys joined me on this episode of Agents in the Trenches, the podcast. And definitely, you guys are market movers. I'm always watching, I'm always looking, I'm always observing. And, when I see people with the heart and the work ethic and the drive who are really, accomplishing things. And I know how much struggle is behind everything that we do, whether you're leading a team or being a solo agent. I just wanted to spotlight you and give you an opportunity to shine and, let more people know you. So share this on your site so people get to know more of you and learn more of really what's behind, right? Really what's behind what maybe some people perceive. But I'm super excited, Maya, to have you here. I hope you join us when we come to Naples. Everybody knows that my Winners Wednesday activation room, business activation room, comes to Naples on the third Wednesday of the month. Tim is our market leader, helping us, continue to promote that and continue to bring people like yourself to the front, because that's really the idea of Winners Wednesday business activation is where are those market movers that deserve the spotlight, that can share a story, that can collaborate and contribute to helping others also realize, like you said, Maya, hey, if Maya can do it, I can do it, right? If Maya's where she's at, that gives me hope, right? Because sometimes we just see the top 100 or the top 500 and we're like, oh my goodness, I'll never be there. But when people hear your story, when they hear about Tim delivering newspapers from 6 to 16, when we hear about you coming to the US in 2011 with no English, and look at where you are now. Number one, the two of you have to be super proud of who you are and get louder with, your trajectory. And number two, you deserve to be recognized. So congratulations to the both of you.
I thank you so much. Wanted to say thanks and be authentic. You like Lucy. When I hear your name, it's image. It's Lucy, right? Team. So I think another thing, my tip, I can say, be you, be authentic. You. Don't copy anyone. Don't just it's your own way, and people recognize you. So this is another stay authentic, be yourself, and help others, and it's
Serve.
yeah,
Yes.
self can come after.
I want to
I
say I want to say thank you to Lucy and Maya. Thanks for your friendship. I know you guys for quite a while, and you guys are fantastic people. And again, I want only good people in my life. Less people, but good. And you guys are good people.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you to the both of you and to everyone that is watching now and live and on replay. We will see you next week on Agents in the Trenches. Go follow Tim. Go follow Maya. They're incredible leaders in the Naples and Southwest Florida real estate community. And we'll see you next time, everyone.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.